Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are going to introduce, okay, our next person that will be sharing with us this morning is my brother from the United States of Nigeria. His Excellency Prince Ambassador Dr. Ikechukwu Augustine Anagwu. And he will be sharing with us on overcoming financial challenges in relationship, marriage, and family. You know, we have used our two sections on trauma and emotional. Now we were shifting out to finances. And I believe that our leader, Dr. Nkechukwu, will be able to enlighten us on this subject. His Excellency Prince Ambassador Augustine Anagwu is married status, attended University of Ife, Nigeria, trained and commissioned chaplain, Corps of Nigeria, Ambassador, Nigeria President for United Nations Organization, India. He's also he has MD in Marketing and Business Consultancy, PhD in Business Management and Management and Operation Association, Institute of Security Management and Operation in Nigeria. He's also a member of Institute of Security and Strategy Studies, Nigeria. He's appointed as UX African Director of Operation, appointed Vice President, U.S. Investment and Legal Advisory, USA. He's also awarded International Noble Ambassador and Director, Nobles and Rescue, Marshal, Rescue Superintendent General. He won UN World Environment Hero of 2019 and International Coordinator Environmental Conservation Organization, ECO Sweden. He has relationship coach, is the relationship coach, family therapist, scientific advisory board member, International Research Foundation at Tamil Nadu, India. That's like very, I think it's another sector in India. Global Peace Foundation, Peace Ambassador, UAE, Dubai, and awarded with about 3,000 different awards from different organizations around the world. So, allow me to welcome Dr. Augustine Anagwu to share his wealth of knowledge, wisdom, and experiences on the area of finances. Thank you.
Permit me to repeat my greeting. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. In respect of your locations around the world. I'm Ambassador Dr. Anagwu Augustine, and I thank God for African Queen who have been organizing all this, because these are the most of the things that we are lacking, that is always secret killers of many people. But and I know and I pray that as we are talking on all these in both this very trauma, emotional trauma and the rest of them, and these very financial issues, many people who key to it, we find the relief. So thank you very much. Yes, you can international. May God continue to reward and bless you. This topic given to me, I may say that I'm not an expert because I'm not a banker, but through the axis of business that I come up to this very level, I will be talking on experiences, because many times we have been dealing with people that knows about theory. But if we deal also with people that already experience practical aspect of it, is going to teach us the more, because they say experience is the best teacher. Talking about overcoming financial challenges, it's like dealing with the enemy of man, talking about the enemy of creation, talking about the enemy of families, the main home breaker. The main home breaker is financial challenges. Many people may be terming home breakers as a lot of things, but I know there must be a financial issue, at least in home breaking or breaking families. 80% of it is caused by financial challenges, because no one will like to be at the valley of decision. Either you fall into the valley or you succeed. Financial challenges has become like a monster, which have made a lot of people to enter their early grave, more especially men. You know, there is an elastic that women have. There is a kind of comfort that the women used to have, even when there is no sufficient money. But men cannot. Men cannot, because many men, as head of the family, may not endure a lot of challenges, more especially when it comes to financial issue. And most of them, we pray to God and say, take my life instead of me suffering this kind of thing. How can I manage that my family is being chased out of the house? I cannot be able to pay rent. In fact, a man came to me one day. I saw him very depressed and sick in mind. I said, my friend, what is the problem? He says, sir, my issue is finance. I am financially imbalanced to the extent that my little child asked me of biscuit and I cannot be able to provide. So for him, he was half dead already before coming to me to say so. Another man knocked at my door in a hammer time, in a midnight between 1 a.m. and 12. And when I opened the gate, I said, my friend, what is it? This midnight and everywhere is cold. Why can't you go and sleep? He says, how can I sleep while my wife has been yabbing me throughout the night because I don't have money? And he was telling me that all my mates driving cars and they are making it. Why can't I make it also? Calling me sorts of names. In fact, it is better for me to die than to live. But you will come and talk to her if she will change. Talking to the woman said, how can I manage it? There is nothing to write home about. My kitchen is dried. I'm not talking of cloth again. Children are not going to school again. What do you want me to do, sir? I'm not talking about even medication. I don't even talk of my aged mother. I don't even talk of myself. Wear other dress when I will manage my old clothes, but I cannot even boldly speak in the midst of other women because I cannot even do my normal contribution when we gather as wives to help others. Looking at this, that is why I say that financial imbalances or challenges is a monster. So when you come along that, you will see a lot of broken homes. It is caused by these very challenges. You will see a lot of people in the hospital. For instance, at a time you go to psychiatric, you see many men there. They are not really mad from birth. There's something happened. They will tell you, I cannot take care of my family again. And then they will begin to, speak in tongues. Let me put it like that. They will begin to speak in tongues and they see themselves landed in a psychiatric hospital. Something happened when I was in Maiduguri, Borno State, Nigeria. Two brothers were given money by their father for them to start business. The junior one made it, and it was going well with him. He can take care of his family. He was balanced. But the senior one have a lot of issues and challenges about Israeli finance, and he was going down. Next thing, he began to behave abnormal, and they took him to psychiatrists. They chained him on the bed. Then the junior one visited him. And when the junior one visited him, he told the doctor, please, don't worry yourself. I know what the challenge is. I know where the sickness come. And that was the time that 55 Naira came out in Nigeria. Then he went and he loaded 55 Naira to about 200,000. You know how it may be, 55 Naira, 200,000. He loaded it in what we called Ghana must go. That is a sack. And he came and called him Musa. He said, Musa, look very well. And he opened the bag full of money. I said, Musa, this is your own. Looking at that very money, that mental disorder was instantly cured. And he woke up and carried the money and go. That was the end of that sickness. Lastly, in my story about it, before we go into the lecture proper, a man in the village lost his mother, and he came. And when he came home, he was rolling on the ground, crying, my mother, my sweet mother, my loving mother, my precious mother, who will eat my words when I made it? Who will... He was crying and making a lot of noise and rolling on the ground, trying to enjoy himself, until one rich man went and tapped him and said, boy, it's okay now. Stop crying. You will not kill yourself because your mother died. Just calculate what it will take to bury your brother. I am going to take care of it. Wipe your tears. And he looked up and said, sir, what did you say? He said, calculate whatever is going to take to give your mother a befitting burial. I will take care of it. He said, then are you telling me to wipe my tears? He said, wipe your tears and get up. That was the end of that crying. He just woke up. So financial challenges can cause a lot of trouble and cause a lot of issues. And I know a man in Lagos that married because financial challenges used to be severe when you have a family, wife and children. You know, formerly in Nigeria, we know that our wife we don't used to call housewife, but no more now. Nothing like housewife again. Everybody is on it, or else you know that very marriage will not go far again, because only man cannot carry the weight of the problem that the financial challenges can create in a family. So this very man was living with a wife at a time. He had issues in the business. He cannot cope well. He cannot go to work. No money was coming, to the extent. There was a time that some people were telling me that money and the blood used to work together. I was agreeing it, but now I believe it is so. It is true. Money and blood work together. Because when you don't have money, it will be very difficult for you to boldly talk to somebody that comes to seek for your trouble. You cannot challenge such a person because there is a very big challenge on your side, which is financial challenges. Because you don't know, if you shout on the person, you don't know if the person is going to call police. You don't have money to settle police. You don't have money to go to police. What you will do is just you will close your mouth and swallow the insult. This very man, because he don't know what to do, then he have to pack into his in-laws' house, the father of his wife. Because the wife parents was well to do in Lagos. Coming into that very house, his wife go and they got a boyfriend coming to that very house. This man don't have any money to eat food, talk less of taking care of his family. So he don't have option than to cool himself down, taking the fate that had come to him. In fact, sometimes when the boyfriend come, he is the one that will call the wife and say, your boyfriend is here. And when the boyfriend will be going out with the wife, he will just whisper to the wife and say, remember, we have no food in the house. What a shame. This is a very big challenge. This is one of the irony of financial challenges. And they continue like that until the wife instructed the children to be calling him brother and not daddy again. So it's a very big problem. So when we are discussing on financial challenges, we know we are dealing with something that has to do with our life. If we continue to live, or maybe we don't continue to live, everything after, I may say, sorry to hear that from me, that after God is money. After God is money. You cannot do without it. You cannot go anywhere without it. If I didn't have money to buy data, you cannot be hearing from me. Many friends and things are going normal and easy now. It is because of technology. Technology itself is money. If you cannot have money to take care of all these things, you will see they are going to be a waste. If you don't have money to pay for electric bill, both your television and air condition, they are going to be a useless thing in your house. So it is very, very important we discuss on this very matter. But forgive me, even as I'm not a financial expert, let me contribute my quota in order to fulfill the, let me call it an obligation. It's an obligation anyway. Thank you very much. Few people are lucky enough to have no experience with financial issue. If you are among them, just thank your God. But if you are suffering from financial imbalance or financial challenges, please just give us a little time and listen. Maybe God is going to save you. In fact, many of us face the same struggles and challenges when it comes to building financial security, saving money, and adjusting to major life events. Whether your personal finances are a temporary worry or constant source of stress, the good news is that you don't have to face these issues forever. It has some time to elapse. You should follow it gradually. I am pleading to whoever that is facing these very challenges, don't kill yourself, because everything works with time. With time, it is going to be good. And when you are there praying to God in the manner you know, in the way you know, God will surface one day and is going to give you solution, and you must come out of it. It is possible because the scriptures say with God, all things are possible. Yes, for many have fallen into it, they could not get out of it alive. I know one man who had problem because he has children. His problem is how to raise these very children. But unfortunately, he died when he was struggling to raise these very children. And now most of these very children have become rich, but he is nowhere to be found. He has died and he has been buried. Many parents are like that. So let us march forward. For every financial problem, there are solutions that can help you. Yes, if you just cool down, solution will come. Just listen to your spirit. Solution will come. It might be that you are where you are working, you have been sacked. Maybe the business you are doing is no longer moving. Or maybe government banned what you are importing before, and the source of your finances have been scattered. No, don't call it a day. Don't think that things are spoiled. Don't think that the world has come to an end. That is why many people are praying and say, God, destroy this very world. As you are praying that God will destroy this very world because you have financial imbalances, another person who has just received a robust of money will be praying and say, God, please, this very world is very sweet. Let it never be destroyed. I found somebody one day two people that are fighting. I asked the other one, I said, what is it? He said, I'm trying to tell this very man that the world is coming to an end. And he didn't agree with me. And the other man, I said, what is your problem? He said, this very idiot, very, very stupid man, now that I have started to enjoy life, and he's praying that God will destroy this very world. Destroy it for what? Are you the creator of the world? You see, so many people are into problem and other people are out of problem. And some are still going into it. This is a level of life. But my advice is that don't kill yourself. Everything have the time. Bible said there is time for everything. If time for you to become poor come, or may you face some challenges, endure it. Time will also come when things will change and you will begin to see the light of the day. All I pray is that you will not die. You will live to see the end of the problem and challenges. Let the challenges never see your end, but you see the challenge of the problem. To assess and and enhance your financial health, considering something like we call it a financial quiz, because when things come like that, you begin to do a lot of things in order to come out of it. That's why I said, don't allow your mind to collapse. Just be thinking. Let me tell you, God help those who help themselves. And whenever you have these very challenges, don't continue to cry. Just be sober, because if you are crying, tears will cover your eyes and you will not even know when help comes. But when you are sober, when you are alert, you will be able to see a helping hand calling you and say, come up. You can hold on that very hand and that hand can draw you up and you will stand again. But if you are crying, you cannot even see the helper coming towards you. And so let us look at some major things that cause a financial imbalance. I know that the challenges we are facing in Africa is different from those of Europe. Financial challenges cannot be the same in a family, cannot be the same in other people, because somebody said that if you are laughing at a big man who have fallen from his position, have the poor man climb up to the position that this very rich man have fallen to. So which means there are levels of challenges. Somebody might have $10,000 and they say, I am dying, I don't have money. But there is another person who don't have even $100. They are facing the same challenge. But our people say that headache is according to your capacity. Your headache will be according to your capacity. So your challenge is according to your capacity. People might have houses and they may be crying about the very challenge. People might not have anything and they will still crying. All of them are challenges. And if you go close to them, they will tell you. Because somebody that have houses might be owing a lot of people, might be owing the bank. If you calculate all these things that you are saying, you have about 10 cars, you have about 10 houses, all this very money might be loaned from bank, and the other person is even free, yet only that he don't even have to buy something to eat. All of them are challenges. That's why I say everybody is suffering his or her own according to his or her own level of life. Okay, sometimes it might be monthly spending exceed income. Somebody might be spent in a month now, you realize that what you are spending have exceeded. I met a man, he was looking, a big man. He had his shop full of goods. And I know him as a rich man. So I went to him and said, sir, why are you sober? Why are you looking so pale? Why are you the facial expression that I can design from you is that you are running into depression. He said, my brother, I don't know what I'm doing again. My money is going down, but still, when I calculate what I earn in a month, I don't know if God is adding something at the back, because by now I am afraid that I am already on the ground because my monthly income cannot take care of my expenses anymore. Okay? So I don't know if monthly spending exceeds income. Is it your problem? Or you can't get out from under car payments. Maybe you have car, maybe you took loan, you cannot even get out of it again. You are just looking at it as, oh no, what I'm going to do when people see me walking with leg now when they come to seize my car. Or you carry a credit card balance every month. Every month, they carry over your balance. Or you don't have an emergency fund. Maybe others are having emergency fund in case something happened. They will just put hand here and do clear some expenses. But for your own, you don't even have anything. You don't have even $1,000 in your emergency fund account. Or your rent keeps going up.
Landlord will come and tell you that your rent have been hiked. You cannot pay even the previous one, no matter how much it is, and they come again and tell you that they have added money on it. You see? Or a new baby bring unexpected costs. This is a problem because when you are living as a single person, you decided to marry. Our people say, in as much as you marry and begin to have children, many spirits will know your house, whether you like it or not. A lot of spirits will know your location. Yes. I saw one man one day, he was walking with barefoot. Then he stopped me. I look at him, I said, let me stop and carry him. And when he come, I was riding on a motorcycle. He climbed my motorcycle. And then as we was going, he asked me, sir, I think childbearing, they say, is a blessing. I said, yes, now it's a blessing from God. He says, sir, this is my own. I don't think that it is a blessing. This is my own. It's just like a cost to me. I said, what happened? He said, now, why I'm moving with barefoot, that hospital down there, my wife just delivered, but I don't even have a penny to enter taxi to go and call my mother-in-law. Talk less of taking care of the hospital bill. What is this very child going to eat? I told him, I look at him, I say, don't worry, God will provide. Just hope on God. So children are, they begin to, children are expensive, whether you like it or not. Every day item like diapers, formula, and the baby food can stress monthly budget and checking account even before you cannot eat. So I pity new parents, especially in Nigeria now. Before, when we are bringing up our children, bought the baby food. But now, I saw somebody online, I think on Facebook, a man that carry 2,000 naira, and he carried 4 bags, believing that this very morning now, he can buy garlic, he can buy rice, he can buy beans, and he can buy another thing and join it. Taking the 4 polythene bags to the seller of food store, they told him that even this year, 2,000 naira will not even buy one of those things, one model of those things now, because things have changed. The man broke in tears and was crying like a baby in the market. I pity him. But I say online, I say sorry. You either, is it because you owe the hospital for medical care? What is the issue? What is the problem? Or your student loan debt limits, your financial capability is nothing to write home about? Is it because you aren't saving enough for retirement? You're afraid of retirement because you never save enough. You know that during this retirement, you need a lot of money, and you didn't save any money. And you have been hearing stories of how people are dying in pension line, or how people are dying without food, without any care. You know you are saving, and then you are very, very afraid of this entering that very old age. Or you feel overwhelmed by financial matters. What is it that is your own issue and your own problem? Let us talk to it, because no one is immune to financial problems. Poor planning or going through a tough time, such as a divorce, illness, or unemployment, can really tip the scales. Need help? Here are some 10 tips for resolution, for resolving our financial problem in this very topic. So let me be brief because I see my time is going already. Then one thing you have to do when you see that you are having this very challenge, or you are sensing this very challenge coming to you, in order that you will not fall on the ground, in order that you will not die, what you are going to do, identify the source of this very problem that is bringing your finances down. What is the problem? When did it start? Is it when you married, or it just begin to happen like that? What is the problem? Where did the problem started? You put the problem down. Then secondly, make a budget to help you resolve your financial problem. Make a budget monthly. Just make a budget in a month. Then after that very budget, you will see where you are going up and down. Then the third one now, lower your expenses. You lower your expenses. Maybe you have been buying a bag of rice before. And that bag of rice, it will take you like 3 months for you to finish it. Just buy half. It will take you a month and a half. Then now when you want to pay, the fourth one, when you want to pay in cash. I realize that so many people used to spend extravagantly because you use credit card or ATM, as you used to call it in Nigeria, and wants to just give you, just tap the button, the money is gone, you don't feel it. But when you are paying in cash, we look at this very cash and say, no. Let me minimize. You know, you can recall it back and say, no, this is too much. But if you are paying through ATM card, before you know it, that thing have gone and it have gone. You will only see your account zero, just like that. Okay. Now the fifth one, stop taking on debt to avoid aggravating your financial problem. Some people, when they see that they have entered into financial challenges, they continue to take loan. Taking loan can never solve the problem. Instead, taking loan will increase the problem. You know, you have to do all these very adjustments and forget about taking loan. If any of your friends want to help you, let them help you on clean mind, and it's not going to be paid back. You know, when you regain your financial status, then you can be paying back. But let it not be that you are owing anybody, because it's going to increase. Now, the sixth one, avoid buying new things. You avoid buying new things. You have some things already, but now don't go for new car. Don't go for even new clothes. You enter groceries where they are selling things. You just know how you are going to minimize and they get the same thing of the same quality that a big man have used. Even we call it second new. It is still new, but we just put second there for you to know that somebody have used it. You just allow yourself to, you know, some people will say, I will never put second-hand cloth on my body. But the faith have called for you to go low than that, you know, instead of you to die. It is not, as I told you before, it is not going to be forever, that situation. You will come out of it. But when you find yourself in it, please, brother, please, sister, lower yourself. Forget about ego. Forget about exaggeration. Just humiliate yourself in order for you to pass through. Whenever you come where there is a barrier, what you will do is for you to just manage yourself to pass that barrier. You know, whenever you hit a storm, you manage yourself to cross the storm. It might not be the same comfort that you have been having before, but at this very time, you have to manage yourself because it is not going to last forever. Bible says it will not last for more than 10 days. It has expiring date. It comes for one day, and the one day it is going back where it comes from. My friend said, when such a problem comes, he will carry it and give to that very problem. When the problem sits at a time, the problem will leave him and go. That is a good one. So when it happened to you, just bring yourself that. Avoid buying new things. Avoid saying that I cannot deal with this. I cannot do this. I cannot manage this. No, you must manage, because managing has come, and managing is one of the solutions to challenges of financial imbalances. Then meet with your advisor to discuss your financial problem. Don't go to those people who will be telling you, if you buy an aeroplane today, or if you want to, where you're supposed to go with a car, they will tell you to go with a bike, or enter maybe an aeroplane where you're supposed to walk and reach. They will tell you, no, why can't you hire a taxi? You see, a whole you now moving with your leg in the street. Oh, I will not do. Don't listen to that guy. People, they are killers. If you listen to them, they are going to kill you. So meet with people who are going to give you advice, who have persevered into this very furnace of humiliation. Because Bible says that if gold is tested by fire, your character must experience furnace of humiliation for you to come out, because gold will go through fire to become gold. You now, when things are modelizing you, when things are modifying you, when things are regalvanizing you, when things are revamping you, allow the world to revamp you, but I'm promising you, you are going to come out and be victorious and a champion. Then increase your income. Try to increase the way income come to you. Try to increase it. If you are just working, maybe the work that you are doing is not giving you good result, what do we do? get another job to attach to it. Or you can ask your boss and say, please, can I work overtime in order that I will have more money? You can look for another thing. There are people who are doing government work and they are also business people. I have talked to them that this money, government money cannot, maybe money that they are counting every month might not help you. And some men are not helping the matter. Many men don't want their wives to be doing business. They just want their wives to be housewife. Whenever you come, you will have a daddy, oh, baby. I'm telling you, when she don't come into your house, that baby, you will not be able to call. In fact, your mouth will come to, your lips will come onto your lips because your tongue cannot be able to pronounce baby again when you don't have money. So you better allow your wife to be doing something. Either your wife is working, because they say that two good heads is better than one. So you allow your
Dr. Anagwu, can you round up now, please?
Okay, I'm rounding up, please.
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm rounding up, please. So allow your wife, allow your husband to be doing something. Anywhere money will be coming into the family, please try to patronize that and make sure you increase your effort in making money. This will help you also. And then be realistic when it comes to resolving your financial problem. Please be realistic. And then the last one, improve your credit score and adopt good habits wherever you go. Stop extravagant business. And another one, if there is anything that you are not using in your house,
trying to give us the last one, I guess, so that we don't need to call him back. And I think the connection has
sell it off.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Have you round up? Have you finished, please?
My time have elapsed, so I have to stop here. Thank you very much.
Okay, the last one we didn't get it. So if you can, about the unwanted
what I'm
goods.
saying, I say that anything you are not using again, sell it off and take the money. Is it old house? Is it landed property? You are not using it. No, your presence is not there. Just sell it off. Is it car? Some people like to park 5 cars, 10 cars, 2 cars, 3 cars in their houses, and that very car will be depreciating every day, going out of money. Sell it off. Shoes and clothes, sell it off, and bring the money to use. Let it be useful to you again. Yes, that is my last.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You've really shared with us very important. Okay, one thing I've learned so far is your stories, the experiences, because it's very good. I like the way you said it, that you don't have to be intellectual, or you don't have to be educative in that level before you can teach on finances. It's just a common sense. It's a common sense, and we also need to be watchful of how we spend the money, how we budget the money. And like I always tell people, what do you prefer? Be the controller of the money, or allow the money to control you? Because if you allow the money to control you, you will miss the relationship. I always say that. And another thing is, choose to focus on the needs, not the wants. It's very, very important that we focus on the needs and not the wants. Another thing as well is, be a giver more than a receiver, because the more you give to people, the more you receive, because every one of us are blessed so that we can be a blessing to others. We don't hoard what we have, but we can share what we have with others that doesn't have. And like somebody said to me, that somebody is complaining that they don't have shoe. I mean, they don't have shoe. They don't have enough shoe to wear or something like that. And then he now said to the person, you wait till you see somebody that doesn't have the legs to wear the shoe. So sometimes we just have to be conscious of how we complain Sometimes we also need to be conscious of how we manage our resources that are given to us. And sometimes we need to be talking about it, because sometimes ignorance also can kill us, can destroy us, can separate us, and can also damage any relationship, marriage, and family. But when we talk about it more and get better understanding, and also apply whatever we know is needed at that time in a very wise way, then we will have transformation and experience a better relationship, marriage, and family. So on this note, I want to say thank you so much, Ambassador Dr. Anagwu Augustine. And I believe that we also have many questions because you need to come back. We're trying to manage the time this morning, but we will still need, because I think you still have more than one section to come and share with us on this other topics on this relationship. So on this note, I would like to say thank you so much. But then if you have only one questions to ask, can I quickly ask any question quickly? Only one question. Dr. Samina, do you have any question? I know you joined us very late. Okay. I think the best thing is to suspend the questions to the end. I don't know if you can wait to answer the questions. If you cannot wait to answer any other question, we tried to send the questions to you privately so that you can answer those questions, and then we can send it to people that ask the questions. You want to say something quickly, Dr. Samina?
Yeah. Tell us something about the budget making.
Budget
Making.
Budget making.
Budget making.
Okay, I believe that to answer, yes, good question. And I believe Dr. Samina, for Dr. Anagwu to answer that question is going to take him another 20 minutes, isn't it? So I will love him to either wait or type the answers on the chat box or send the answers to us. Is that fair enough? So that we can call the next speaker. So thank you so much for the question, Dr. Samina. I can assure you that questions will be answered. So
it is very simple, African Queen. The answer is very simple. You have answered it because somebody that have financial challenges don't have to. You have to redress budget making. Forget about what you have been buying before. You have to redress himself. Go into need and not want. That will be the budget. Their budget now will be what is pressing need, what I need in this very month. Put them down. And not what one. And when you go to market, don't be carried away by flashy things in the market. Just go that thing that is written in your list. Buy it and go. Somebody is calling you, come and see this. Don't go. Buy that thing. That is why you go with cash. Immediately that cash finish, you go, because that cash, you have already written what you are going to buy with that very cash. You just buy it and go home. Thank you very much.
That is great answer. And to top up with that, because I really think we can talk more about it later, but to top up with that, another thing that I would like to say as well up to that one is that when you are, two things really, I will just mention it and will not elaborate it. Number one, discipline. We need to discipline ourselves. It's so easy for us to be carried away of the things and buy and buy and buy. Sometimes we plan to buy something, we get there, either we've bought what we want to buy or not, but we are carried away with what is being flashy in the market. So we need to discipline ourselves. And then the second thing is we need to prioritize our needs. You know, which one is the best? Which one is the most valuable things that you need at that time? So we need to prioritize it. But saying that, we need to move on quickly to the next speaker. Thank you so much, Ambassador Dr. Anagwu Augustine, for answering that question. And thank you so much. Yes, and Dr. Samina, thank you for asking.